Welcome back to yet another episode of the Storytime with Sam and Seige podcast.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Seige. Let's get into this episode. So we're going to kind of take a jab at doing one episode focused around one idea intentionally this time instead of, just kind of randomly coming up with stuff. So
yeah,
I think we're gonna talk about some funny sports stories or something of that sort. So yeah, as we mentioned in our first episode, me and Sam, we've been locked in on Little League baseball since, I don't know, probably second or third grade?
Yeah, I'd say
third
quite a while
grade,
ago.
probably. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, we played Little League for, I played T-ball since I was little. So yeah, we've been at it for a bit. Anyways, so yeah, seventh grade year was my last year of playing any organized sport. Unfortunately, I did not make the varsity middle school baseball team. My seventh grade year, that was kind of lame, but it is what it is. I don't know. It is
what it is.
Even during tryouts, I couldn't hit a single ball thrown in the batting tunnel, dude.
It's all good.
So we didn't know at the time, but they were actually putting together a JV team. And, of course, all the rejects like me who didn't make it were going to be on that team. And, yeah, so.
The bench warmers.
Oh, yeah. But it is crazy because during practice in the batting tunnel, I'd hit every single one, dude, that I could.
Oh, yeah.
I never got one hit that season.
There were straight dingers in the cages,
dude,
bro.
I never got one hit that season at all. The only time I got on base was if I got hit with a ball or if I got walked. I don't know why. Hey. I always kind of batted switch, I've done left and right-handed
switch
a little
hitter.
bit. Since T-ball, I kind of messed around with batting left-handed. I know Stacy bats left-handed.
Yeah.
But I kid you not, dude. One game I decided to bat left-handed and I at least tipped it. I fouled it. Yeah, so our team was not good at all. I really think only about half of us had ever played baseball before. The other half was just kind of doing it because we needed people to. So yeah, we were definitely not the best team out there, but shoot, we couldn't even make it to one game because we were missing too many players. Half the team was in ISS one day. Couldn't play.
Middle school, man.
It was wild, but yeah, dude, we didn't get one win. Our first game, oh my goodness, the first inning took over 45 minutes. I'm not joking. We were the away team.
Yeah.
So it was 3 up, 3 down. The coach didn't even mention the whole drop third strike rule that we have. We had
the catcher drops that you take off.
Yeah, we had somebody who had never played baseball before batting first, and that happened to him, and he just stood there. Oh, it was bad. So that year, I was either pitching or catching. I wasn't the best at pitching, and I used to always play catcher through Little League or outfield if they felt like sticking me in the outfield. Yeah, so that was just a little odd. I did play some first base. I do remember that. Like I said, we didn't get a single win. We had so many games that we had to postpone, and we had 3 double headers that season.
Shoot.
And with our bad team and the games lasting 3 hours each, we were not in any good shape. we were definitely not the best out there, and there's probably about 4 or 5 people on the team that would pitch. They'd rotate out pitching. We go through 4 pitchers a game. I'm over here catching and I can't catch what they're throwing. And one time this umpire got mad at me. He looked like Stan Lee, dude. He's like, "Catcher, you're killing your team." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I can't jump up 6 foot high in the air." And I was trying. I'm not just sitting there.
Yeah.
But now, dude, there were times when we were getting beat so bad. I heard the umpires all talking together. They're like, "Well, if they score 4 more runs, we'll just switch again." And I might have let 1 or 2 get by me there. But yeah, it was something else, dude. Of course, team morale was just non-existent that year.
Yeah.
Because it was just not good. We came close to a win, but we didn't win. And that made me realize, especially if actually having to practice every day, that made me realize how much I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
After that, so
shoot.
What about you? So you was on that team 8th grade year. Let's hear about that.
Yeah, 8th grade year, man. There was tons of funny moments that happened. I ended up not playing the whole season. Crazy. I was actually in ESC again, 8th grade year. Getting suspended twice in my high school career. Well, middle school and high school. But yeah, so one day we were on the way back from a game, and me and Jeff were sitting back there in the seat, and we had our lock screen. and then Jeff was on his phone playing, for better words, Cannabis Simulator.
Oh, was it Empire?
Yeah. And Dar walks back there. He's like, "Oh, buddy, what is this?"
Oh, no.
And Jeff's like, "It's just a game." And then he turns off his phone, and then he's like, "Let me see." And he turns back on his phone, and his face is out on his lock screen. And, he gets all, how he is, and just gets all upset about it and contacts his parents and tells them, it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was pretty funny that he just got upset about all lock screen.
But yeah, that was definitely an interesting little time.
Oh yeah. So this is completely not related to sports, but do you believe that the Earth could be flat?
I mean, do we want to get canceled or what?
I don't know. This is something that I think about all the time. I don't think the Earth is just like a disc. I think it's flat on the bottom. I think it's round shaped.
A dome.
A dome, yeah. I just really believe that if you drill down fast enough and hypothetically speaking could go through the center of the Earth, you'd go at the bottom. If you could beat the Earth's rotation, there's no way that you'd end up in China, I've always thought about it. So
we'll have to put that one up there with is water wet?
Yeah, I mean, technically, no.
Another time when we had just lost a very, very boring game. So a friend of ours named Jay, he was like our quote team manager that 7th grade year.
Always.
And he didn't even do anything that he's supposed to do to be able to play, turn in paperwork or whatever.
And he needs paperwork, all right.
And so he finally got everything done and he wanted to play one game. So our coach put him in. This man, first time he had ever played baseball, he hit the ball right in between the pitcher and catcher, dude, probably 800 feet in the air. It's the funniest thing ever. He's just standing there watching it. We're like, run. So he's kind of short, so he took off running.
Oh, Fernando.
He took off running, and the pitcher and the catcher both missed it somehow.
Yeah.
So ended up the pitcher grabbed the ball and went to throw it at first. And Jay slid into first. And then rolled over he was out, but he rolled over it and then landed on his side, with his arm behind his head, just sitting there looking up. And we're like, oh my gosh, this is the funniest thing ever.
Jay, dude, he's wild.
We'll definitely get him on the podcast soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh well, but the rest of that game was he was mad about that, of course. But so like I said, he's the quote manager. He had been taking care of keeping the book and everything. Here we are, right? Our coach looks down and finds a broken pencil and goes, "Guys, I don't know which one of you felt the need to do this, but we're not going until somebody confesses to who did this. You don't break things because you lose a game."
Hey, who pencils, man?
And we're like, oh, but none of us knew who it was. But Jay said later on it was. But somebody else, well, dude, literally, he's like, nobody's leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, let's go. And he's like, no. And finally, somebody else was like, fine, I broke it. Let's go. Even though he knew that the person did. And I don't know, he might have knew Jay broke it because Jay was the only one back there. But I don't know. It's hard telling.
Pencils. I can just hear Jay's voice. Hey, man, let me play, coach.
That's not how he sounds. Come on,
hey,
man.
Holmes.
But yeah, we'll get him on there. We'll ask him about that for sure. I'd love to hear his side of that.
Shoot, bro.
But yeah, that's just about all the funny sports stories I can think of. I mean, I had some funny other things that happened during Little League. I can't remember who it was, but somebody threw red Gatorade all over him, and our pants weren't gray; they were completely white.
Oh man!
And he was pitching, and so he stood out.
I miss those jerseys, bro. Those jerseys were nice, honestly.
That was funny though. But yeah, I really don't know if I can think of any other funny. Oh, I've got one. Okay. Little League. Do you remember that one practice we had at the small baseball field behind the
nursing home?
No, it wasn't a nursing home. It's down there though.
Yeah, the baseball.
The other one across from the nursing home.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's not. Yeah, my bad.
Well, I mean, the nursing home does have one. I completely forgot.
It does. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, okay. I forgot the one that this took place at. But we were down there practicing one day, and my brother, he had just started playing t-ball, and he had my original t-ball bat. Mm-hmm. And my brother that year was kind of all the older guys on the team, you always idolized him just jokingly and everything,
Yeah.
They grabbed his bat. And so, speaking of bats, we also had this team bat that actually had a bend in it.
Oh man.
We used that thing all the time, and it worked until finally one umpire happened to realize it was bent, and they was like, you guys can't use this anymore. And then it eventually broke. But yeah, so they were using my brother's t-ball bat trying to hit with, and of course that thing's I don't know. It's less than 2 feet long or something. It's something crazy. Like it's just tiny.
Yeah.
And like they're trying to whack baseballs with it, coming at them. That's pretty funny. That practice was funny though. One of the coaches was running bases, and he was wearing some like slick shoes or something, and he like literally just wiped out running around third base. You remember that?
I don't know. Probably. Good times, man.
Alrighty, well, you want to say anything else, Sam?
I ain't got nothing much to say right now.
Nothing much to say.
Out of ideas.
Out of ideas.
Yep.
Uh-oh. That's not
now.
good. That's not good. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to go check out everything in the description of this episode. Go give us some follows. We might be like posting like a Q&A sometime soon. Or just something like give us episode ideas or something like that. And yeah, I'm Seige.
I'm Sam.
And we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.